Hello, this is Dan from Denver. I wanted to demonstrate a alcohol burning stove that I built. I was looking for a small portable stove that would be lightweight, easy to backpack or do some cycle touring this summer. And as I was looking around on the internet, I discovered several people making different variations of these alcohol stoves. And I saw this one that kind of intrigued me, made from an aluminum water bottle. And I happen to have an aluminum water bottle, and so I thought I'd give it a try. So last night, after watching the YouTube video, I got my water bottle. Here's the other parts of the water bottle. It was much taller, of course. I cut the water bottle into 3 sections, an even section on the top, even section on the bottom, and then took the top, after I cleaned up the edges from the cut, took the top and inverted it and inserted it into the base. And other than that, and like I said, cleaning it up a little bit, I drilled small holes evenly all the way around the perimeter of the stove. And that's pretty much it. So to use the stove, like I mentioned before, you can use alcohol, denatured alcohol. In this case, I'm going to use heat, which is a pretty good fuel. Only takes an ounce or two for this demonstration. I'm just going to pour a little bit in. Alcohol and burns very lightly, so it's difficult to tell when it's lit, but we'll give it a shot here. Okay, it's lit. I'm going to go ahead and start the timer because these stoves need to prime before they're ready to use. So what will happen is as the fuel heats up, it vaporizes and comes out of these small holes, and then the flame will catch on these holes, and then pretty soon we'll have just a regular burner with flames coming out of the orifices around the perimeter. At that point, we can put the pot on, which will extinguish the main fire that's coming out of the top right now. I know you probably can't see it on the video, but then we'll have a camp stove. And I'm going to go ahead and turn the light off. I think that might help see the flame a little bit better. Give it a shot anyway. Okay, yeah, I think that's working. About 45 seconds in, as the stove heats up, the flame gets a little more and more aggressive, and pretty soon you'll be able to hear, I don't know if you'll hear it on this video, but you'll hear the fuel starting to come out of the orifices. So it takes a minute or two. So it's not certainly a quick stove, but I think it's 2 or 3, maybe up to 4 minutes, depending on how cold it is, for the stove to prime and be ready to cook. But if you're cooking food and preparing things, I don't think that's a long time to wait. But we'll see. Like I said, I've never used a stove like this before in the wilderness, so we'll see how it goes. I'll take this out on a trip next summer and just see how it goes. Really nothing to lose. It cost me absolutely nothing to make this stove. It was actually quite simple. Like I said, it's my first try, and by all accounts, it seems successful. I'm really impressed, and certainly lightweight, made out of aluminum. I haven't weighed it yet. I'll do that here shortly, but very, very lightweight. All you would really need to carry, in addition to this, is a few ounces of fuel, depending on how many meals you're going to be cooking and how many days you're going to be out. So as you can see right now, the flame is getting more aggressive. I can hear, I don't know if you can hear, the gas starting to come out of the holes. I think any moment now those holes will ignite, and we'll be able to start cooking. We've got a small pot here with about 2 cups of water, cold water. So I don't know if, for this test, I'm not really testing how long it takes to boil this water. I did that last night, and it took about 5 minutes to boil with this heavy pot. I think a thin camping pot, it would probably go a little quicker. There you can see the flame starting to ignite out of the small holes. I think we're just about ready. And as soon as they are lit all the way around, we'll be good to go. There we go. So now we've got the stove is all primed. So now we'll take our pot, place it over, which, as I mentioned, it will extinguish the main flame, And then what we're left with is a nice little Kemp stove. And I haven't figured out, how to adjust temperature with this. I was toying with the idea of maybe making a lid so that you could cover the main area, and then maybe have a way to lift the pot a little bit higher, maybe to adjust temperature, or maybe figure out a way to block some of the holes. Anyway, maybe a future generation of the stove. But for now, for boiling water, I think this will be fine. You don't really need to adjust the temperature. But if I was going to, cook eggs or something where I might want to adjust the temperature, the stove may not work great for that. But certainly open to a lot of tweaking and experimenting. So that's pretty much it. I mean, right now we're just at a little over 4 minutes, and we're well on our way to cooking. The water's actually already getting hot, and that's pretty much it. So there's the alcohol burning stove. Pretty fun, good experiment, and cost me nothing since I already had the water bottle. I hope you enjoyed the video. Have a good evening.